Welp, everyone, the largest acquisition in video game history has finally been finalized. That's right, guys. The Activision Blizzard acquisition with Microsoft has been finalized as of this morning, and it's going to be kind of curious to see how things are going to play out from here. But before we jump into all the details, guys, please do me a favor, smash that thumbs up and subscribe button for all future content here on the channel. It helps out a lot, and I would very much appreciate it. So the acquisition has been confirmed, and it is now finalized. And let's get into all the nitty gritty of what this actually is going to mean, because I don't think we're going to start seeing these Activision games jump on day one on Game Pass right away. We're not going to like just fire up Game Pass today and see a whole large new library of all these Activision games. It might be, I don't know. I haven't jumped on to Game Pass yet today. I literally just got back from the gym and was working on some stuff and didn't really jump on Xbox to see what exactly was happening. But I'm going to tell you this, though. There's going to be a lot of different people coming out of the woodworks today to tell you why this is a bad thing for gaming. To me, whenever you are saving money, it's not a bad thing for gamers, and it's not a bad thing for gaming. Yes, we understand why Microsoft purchased the Activision and Blizzard company. The reason why they picked that company was they want to say it's because of King. It could be because they wanted to get into mobile, but they wanted to build that Game Pass library. That was the main thing. It's the same reason why we have people like Disney, studios like Disney buying Fox, buying Star Wars, is because they wanted to build up their streaming service library. The more games you have in your service, the more people will come and subscribe to your service. When you have movies that are coming in and out, and 1 month this movie's here, the next month that movie's not there, those streaming services don't do that well. You want to have a large library of content that's going to want to make gamers come back and forth, and that's one reason why Microsoft wanted to acquire Activision Blizzard, not only for its mobile, but for its extensive library. And not only that, I do want to put this in perspective for everyone, because there's going to be this is going to fire up all kinds of the console war people out there. I think the console war is absolutely stupid. Here on my channel, I play PlayStation, I play Nintendo Switch, I play PC, and I play Xbox. I go where the video games go. I am not loyal to one company. If a company is being anti-consumer, much the way I feel like Jim Ryan has been over his tenure of PlayStation, thank God he's gone, but I mean, I call that stuff out. So when it comes to this whole Activision Blizzard acquisition, this is a good thing for gamers, because we're going to get more games on Game Pass at a lower price. Even if they raise the price to Game Pass $20 a month, that is still a massive deal. I have not been buying a lot of new release games this year because I can't afford to keep going out and spending $70 on a game, and God forbid if I don't like it. I recently bought Valkyrie Elysium on the PlayStation for $70 when it first released, and I did not like that game at all. I was like, man, this game is not for me. And see, that's $70 down the drain. So I save my $70 for games that I know I'm going to enjoy. Games like Spider-Man 2, games like that. Those are like Tears of the Kingdom. Those are the type of games I spend my $70 on. So when it comes to like the Call of Duty games, I haven't bought a new Call of Duty game in years, mostly because I don't want to spend $70 playing for a few weeks and then that's kind of done and over with. But this opens up the door for a lot of different things. Maybe we're going to get some of these other properties that Activision has kind of neglected over the years. That is something that a lot of fans are hoping to get. Like, let's bring back like some of these older games. Legacy of Kain would be awesome. There's so many games in the Activision Blizzard library, and I'm really curious to see what's going to happen as we move forward with this acquisition. Now that it has finally been finalized, what is that going to mean for the overall gamers? This is not going to affect PlayStation in any way. PlayStation is still going to have their loyal fan base. They are still the #1 market leader. It's not like we're going to wake up tomorrow and Microsoft is going to be the #1 market leader in video games because they acquired Activision Blizzard. That's not going to happen. Most of the people that play Call of Duty, that plays it on the PlayStation, is going to stay on PlayStation and play it. They're not going to jump over and buy an Xbox because, hey, it's on Game Pass now. A lot of the casual people, I don't think you guys really understand. The casual people don't really pay attention to everything. They get their Call of Duty, their Maddens, and their NBA 2K, and that's the 3 games that they play throughout the year. There's not, but us nerdy people are nerdy, like hardcore gamers that play every Final Fantasy, every Spider-Man, every Horizon Zero Dawn, every Halo. We're the ones that are basically going to these different consoles and going wherever these games are. But the average person isn't going to jump ship from PlayStation. PlayStation is not going to go bankrupt or fall down to last place overnight. That's not going to happen. But what this is going to do now is going to enlarge that Game Pass service, and is going to let a lot of different people be able to play more games at a lower price point and make it more accessible to play games. And that's what I've always championed, the fact that we can now play games at a lower price point. A lot of people who feel like, well, Microsoft just needs to buy or Microsoft just needs to make more games. They need to stop buying stuff. And I think people that are preaching that don't understand the business model of what's really going on. It's easy for someone who say, well, PlayStation makes great games. Do you guys know that PlayStation has only made one first-party game all year? That's Spider-Man. That's the only first-party game that PlayStation has put out and released all year is Spider-Man. Every other first-party or every other PlayStation exclusive that has come out this year has been a third-party game that PlayStation paid for the exclusivity rights for. Okay, so basically what Microsoft has did say, okay, PlayStation wants to buy all these exclusivity rights so we can't get Final Fantasy 16 or any of these other games on the Xbox platform. So you know what? We're going to buy these studios to make sure that we get these games. That's one reason why they bought Bethesda, was because PlayStation was going out and buying the rights for Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo, and they could not allow Starfield to not go to Xbox, so they bought Bethesda in order to make sure it goes to Xbox. So it's sort of like this whole, they do this, we're going to do that situation. So again, PlayStation is not in trouble. We're not going to wake up and they're going to be last place tomorrow. I do think this is good for the consumers. I think this is good for gamers, and that's the most important part. What I am going to get out of it. I don't care what the billion-dollar corporations get. I don't care what Phil Spencer's going to get. I don't care what Jim Ryan's going to get. At the end of the day, it's about us, the consumer, and to me, this deal is a fantastic deal, and I can't wait to see what kind of games they're going to put on Game Pass, and hopefully we get some of the old Call of Duties on there. I would love to fire up some of those old games on Game Pass and replay them. So anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on it, but I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave those comments in the comment box below. Smash that like and subscribe button, and until next time, as always, I am Robert Storms, and thank you so much for watching.